just want you all to hear it.
Right then, guys, welcome in to the US session. Just gonna let that track play out because I quite like it actually. Hope everyone's having a good start to the week. Should we dive in and check some data together on this lovely sunny Tuesday afternoon? Finally a bit of sun anyway for us in the UK. Alright, so there's a few things to look at today with everyone that we are going to go through using the best data there is out there, TRDR Console. If you're unfamiliar with this platform, go and grab a link from below. How the hell are you even navigating your trading or investing process day to day? Best data in the market from this console. Go grab a free trial from below. If you have been struggling, if you've been salty on the timeline, arguing, what's next, 65k 48, who cares? If you're trading it, we just go with the flow and go with the data, don't we? But if you have been struggling, go and check out the link for the TRDR Academy course built by myself and the team there that could help you navigate your market analysis on a day-to-day, week-to-week basis. Very, very worthwhile, we do believe. Go and check that out right then. So what are we seeing? As I say, I hope everyone's had a great week. Just on the old multiverse at the minute, hoping the cat will pop up a little bit further into this supply zone. Let's see that happen, please, PopCap. And yeah, I'm watching some supply overall, really. Soy Boy Sol, bit of supply there. Bitcoin's got some supply a little bit higher up. You can see you're in aggregated supply, and salt has got no follow through bid. So what we'll do is let's dive in some data and levels. Obviously, let me just go to a 5-minute chart. Yeah, not a lot happening there. Okay, I'm going to stick on the 5-minute chart. I'll stick on the 15-minute chart for now. So let's go through some data points. While we are doing that, not particularly got much on myself today. Still holding a little bit of long exposure while I see how this kind of zone plays out on BTC and other assets in the next few hours. Really mentioned to the guys in the Discord that I'd be happy to hedge fresh short positions up here. Okay, so what we're going to do is today we're going to have a look at a couple of levels on the charts. If you missed the video from earlier, we'll go over that very, very quickly, and then we will we'll just see how we're going to progress today, shall we? Maybe we'll get some volatility in the next couple of hours or so. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Do we come back and just retest this area? I think this has been a nice push. You've obviously absolutely scammed all of the Thursday, Friday bears out of their position. That you know, they thought they were getting a mega nuke. We will go check that out as well. Let's have a look at where we've come from and where we are going, and let's build a thesis for the next 24 hours or so. It was nice to see that we were going to have a little bit of a green day yesterday. Green day, I do like a bit of green day actually. So after such a red week, early bird catches the worm for me, really. I was up at like 2 AM. I wanted to see the Asian Open on Sunday because I was of the feeling, we don't really care about feelings, do we? But I was of the feeling and sentiment that we can get a little rise up. And I think bulls have been rewarded more than what they deserve, to be honest, because they have been shit. But we rose up yesterday. That was really, really nice. Okay, so here we are, and we've actually deviated up more than I expected. If we're just going to go and have a look at the trading view chart really, really quickly, because I know we want to have a look at some order flow today. But yeah, I mean, this was your Friday short, wasn't it? This was your Friday breakdown. Down, sideways, fuck you, we're going up. So this is absolute madness, really, isn't it? From there, that's where we've come from, and this is where we are now. So, you know, any comfy bears that were shorting lower down there, and I have to say, I was looking to get short on Friday. We just didn't bounce as high as I wanted. I was being very, very greedy, and so I didn't take it quite nice. I'm quite enjoying this move, actually, and it just shows, don't stick to one bias for too long, you know? Shorts. I mean, bears were absolutely in mega control here, weren't they? Run it down, you know, you could be so comfy in absolute mega profits here. Comfy into the weekend, you go out, you take the girls out, you go for your champagne, you're in absolute paper P&L because you haven't taken any profits or anything. You have a hangover Monday, you lie in all day like a DJ, and oh fuck you, wait up, I'm taking that back on. Actually, we're going to stop you out over this wick. So don't carry that bias for too long, especially in this market, you know. All right, so here we are, 1 hour time frame. I'm not going to call this a range, like I said, but we are. I've just like to drop these levels on, and it's nice to see we're testing that zone. That's back at 56.4. Could easily go back and test that now. I'm more in favour of. I would prefer us to rise up now. I'll take what we get, but I'd prefer us to rise up now and start to hit some heavy supply. Really get these, and it's the same old thing, isn't it? You know, get these longs comfy. You know, let's rise up here, and then we'll hear shouts for 65k, and we'll drop some shorts on, and we'll send it back down. That'd be very, very nice. Thank you very much. Couple of positions on. Still got some PopCat yesterday that I shared with everyone on the live quickly. That was a real early morning for me trade. Still got some Brett on because this moves quite nice as well. The memes are moving nice, so I just want to watch this for the next couple of hours on PopCat and Brett. See what happens in the next couple of hours. Might take profit up here if we get another run up here, but it looks weak. Probably kill that, and then I've just got a fresh one on Jup. Now this looks shit, and I can see it's just coming underwater there. Actually, I'm happy. This is a little bit of an experiment trade because it's really bid on spots. I don't mind going a little bit under here. 15-minute obviously looks very, very high, but what I quite like is on this asset here is, and it is just a day trade, I've got a sell stop there just in case it really spikes up while we're on the live. I'll just take profit on that. But the 4 hour here looks like it's just trying to do, and I do prefer higher time frames. The 4 hour just looks like it's trying to do a bit of a resistance to support flip, and in the TRDR console it's heavily bid. All right, so yeah, don't mind holding on to that whatsoever. Right, so let's dive in and go and check some data, shall we? I think Bitcoin's just pulling back a little bit here. You could see the liquidations running on the agar chart there. No problem with that whatsoever. Don't mind this running down a little bit, confirming a little bit of bias, and we'll see what we get. But I think what we're going to have to do is OBC gaps while I'm here. Let's just check OBC quickly. Not many gaps to the downside. You'd have to almost tickle. Yeah, you'd have to go well under. You'd have to go well under 56 again, wouldn't you? It's a little bit defended there, but I'm not seeing too much bid really. All right, let me just go to the full screen. We'll see what other exchanges are doing. We'll have a look at volume. We'll have a look at open interest. While I'm doing this, because you know what I'm like, I'll start chatting shit, and then before we know it, we'll be an hour into the stream, and we won't have looked at any alts or anything. So if there are any altcoins you want to have a look at, give me a shout. Better if they are from the TRDR console, where we've actually got data as well, not some low liquidity bag of shit. That has been at zero for the last 6 months, and you're just hoping that we all say it's going to go up. Right, let's have a look then. So, no follow through bid immediately right here, right now. You can probably hardly see that, but there's a slight offer at 56. I did see that in the OBC just floating in there. Nothing to say from Bitstamp. Well, let's run through it quickly together. Nothing to say from Bitstamp. They ran it up there. Coinbase Pro, we've obviously come from this really, really nice depth of bid, almost triple bands in areas, certainly into the bottom there. Triple band bid. What does that mean? 1 to 2.5, 2.5 to 5, and beyond into the 10%. Really, really good bid. That's all disappeared now. Okay. Now, that's obvious. It's going to happen, okay? We're not rotating down anymore. We've had this elevation up. If we rotate down, you probably, I would like to think, see some of that bid come back in. But Coinbase, nothing to see at the minute. A few light offers again. 55.8. You've got another one there, 54. But yeah, not much to see. That's when we're at the Gemini twins are following this up, okay? Just a bit of bid coming in there from the Gemini twins. A little bit of selling there as we wicked up last night. What's Kraken doing? Not a lot, really. No edge from Kraken, I don't think, unless you really, really kind of deviate into some higher time frame orders. You know, everyone's kind of like looking at this 50k order block now that's on a few exchanges. It's too far away for me. I've got no expectations of hitting that or hitting that first, okay? What is... did I look at Qcoin? Qcoin, not a lot to see, not too much edge from them. I mean, the move is in now. The move is in, isn't it? And it's up to the longs and the bulls to protect this position and rotate us up a little bit higher. And then if we get aggressive sellers come in, like mentioned, I'm happy to hedge another position short. No hedge shorts on BTC at the minute. So yeah, happy to take that and look for another rotation down if we can get it. Right here, right now. not bothered, not bothered. It can do what the fuck it wants. Okay, Binance Perps have had some nice bid all the way through these lows. Okay, again, like Coinbase Pro, double, triple band bid. They did have that level at 51.6. It doesn't always mean you're going to nuke down and go and tackle that level straight away, especially if other exchanges are coming in with bid as well. Okay, then, you know, what did we get to here? 700 mil depth. We've not seen that in a long while. Okay, you've heard me say probably on Twitter and the socials that I'd like to see 1 billion. Okay, so we're not quite there yet. Do we even get 1 billion? I'd like to think so. I don't think this move's done. Famous last words. I'll delete this live session off YouTube if this is the absolute bottom before we hit 1800k. But yeah, I think we can still rotate down lower in the next week to 2 weeks. There's a few things going on in the world, isn't there? I think, you know, as always, I think Bitcoin crypto will do what it needs to do to move, grab that liquidity, grab that demand, or grab those offers, and then rotate from there. But there's certainly still a few legacy market things going on that could push risk assets one way or the other. I think we've got CPI and PPI coming up again. I can't remember when that is. Today there's a little bit on today, but nothing too much to speak of really. So again, I think, you know, crypto's just going to do what it needs to do, isn't it? I think so. I wouldn't be too reliant on data feeds, especially from the US. I know it's important, especially for legacy markets and stuff, but more often than not, Bitcoin will do what it needs to do. Don't be too reliant on big data points to push your trade in your favor. All right, so yeah, Bitcoin, no immediate bid here. We do need to see some more bid if you think it's going to push through. Right here, right now, I'm not too fussed. I think it could come down, test that 46 again, maybe. That was your low of the end of the Asian session there. Okay, for me personally, and I'll show you the volume king at the minute, I would absolutely, because I would like to drop to lows again. So you see this wick high here, and again, I might not get it, but I'd love to rise up again. Okay, maybe not as high as that monthly open, September monthly open, but I'd love to rise up again into this area. As we've got no follow through demand, maybe we hit some good supply up there. Okay, watch your Binance. They're the biggest players in the market right now. Again, unfortunately, we don't have the Bybit data. Coinbase Pro seem to be on top of their game with Pico tops and bottoms at the minute on lower time frames. So watch those guys and girls as well. Okay, but yeah, it'd be nice if we can rise up. Okay, hit some supply, really scam that wick there. That's always my base case, is to go and scam that wick. Yo, Mother's Milk, what is up? If anyone else is in, say hello in the comments. What you seeing? Have you had a good week so far? Have you had any good trades on? Any failed trades we need to look at? We can go back to the we'll have a quick look at last Friday's bounce for ants as well, but before we do that, let's just go to volume. Okay, 15-minute volume. Okay, what's happening here? Coming out, yeah. So people are taking a little bit of profit. You've got a little bit of selling in spot. Your open interest is sustaining a little bit high with the Ellis ratio and the funding cluster. If you're unfamiliar with this template, I'm sorry to repeat this for any guys that hear me say this all the time, but go and watch the Volume King video and grab a link for this, or I can grab it below. Retail's starting to get long now. Okay, don't chase your fucking tail. Like back here, don't chase shorts, don't chase longs. Long demand, sell supply. I know it sounds simple, but this template will help you. Okay, everyone was shorting the shit out of these lows yesterday. It was fucking brilliant. Right, so what we're seeing here, let me go full screen. Right, so as usual, what I would like here, and it don't mean I'm going to get it, but it just forms part of the recipe, is if I can get another high while I'm creating some bearish divergences, that would be absolutely Gucci bags, thank you very much. And I want this cluster to remain. I want sustained high open interest as more shitty little positions open long into this zone. And then, yeah, that is just a little bit of extra confirmation that we might be in for another rotation down. Okay, so just keep an eye on that. Primarily though, I mean, this is looking nice already. Primarily though, just check the order flow as well in the overlays and the top levels. Have you actually got supply into that zone? Okay, because these things can take time to play out, especially as I do have, and some of you guys will appreciate this, I do have a slightly slower look back on this, but I've been using this template for the past 2 years or more. It serves me very, very well. Okay, so quick look at liquidity on higher time frame. I think it's still a little bit diddle in the middle. Okay, so yeah, the perps liquidity came down into this low spot's pretty chilled, but open interest coming up. Okay, so yeah, I don't see a reason why we can't just get another rotation down front at some point and really just drop that open interest while keeping these two quite low. That'd be very nice, wouldn't it? Okay, and while we're here, you can just see that range there as well. Levels marked out, weekly open. That's your low there. So yeah, I don't even know if we'll stretch as far as that. I don't like making predictions even on lower time frame, to be honest, because as we saw from last Friday, let's go and have a look at that. Oops, didn't mean to do that. What an absolute novice. Let's go and have a look at last Friday on a 15-minute time frame quickly. And I'll tell you another thing as well. I'm also not in the mood for chasing things like this. You know, where it kind of just like this was yesterday's, okay? Right at the US session open, rotates down, taps the weekly open, bounces up. This could be it, and say, you know, that is your wick high. Maybe that's your wick high, and this just rotates down. For me, I start to take profit on some of those alt trades, and then maybe I look at something else a little bit higher up, maybe Reef. That is an absolute danger zone coin to trade. I don't recommend it whatsoever. I think it's done about another 29% up today. It's absolutely ridiculous. Mega breakout. Careful on shorts. I'm not in the mood for, and I never am really, for you know, a couple of candles down like this, 5-minute, 15-minute time frame, and go, oh shit, that's it then. This is your wick high. We're going down, because, you know, in the US session, when you get the volume kicking, you're more than likely just to do this, and then that's your risk reward. It really is. That's your risk reward with some bearish divergences into supply. That would be absolutely brilliant. If it just wants to rotate down, I just kind of let it. Okay, I'm not that fussed. I'll catch a bid. I'll take a day off. I'll take 2 days off, and I'll look for another trade. There's plenty more to trade out there, and I'm still in favour of, you know, getting some lows and going long on Bitcoin. The shorts are always quite a low margin, low leverage, passive short, especially at this stage when we've been downtrending for 2 weeks or so. All right, so let's just have a quick look at this then. So this is where we come from. This is where we're trying to go. Okay, so where have we come from? We all know that we were getting absolutely decimated last week because we looked at it. Okay, we looked at it and we were saying, bulls are putting in kind of like, oh my god, they're doing like say 10 candles up, 10 1-hour candles up, so 10 hours up, and then the bears are smashing it down within like a 1 4-hour candle, aren't they? Okay, and real evidence of that was last week when we fell to this position. So this was the Discord live, and this was the level to look at. Okay, 55. No doubt about it. Don't care whether you think we're going to 44k or Kappa's 12k. At this time last week, this was the level to look at. Okay, so we played a couple of bounces in here, and they were bounces for ants. Absolute ridiculous. And all I was trying to say in this zone last week was, don't chase into this zone. Watch it and try and let it prove itself. Okay, so then on, I think that was Friday morning, wasn't it? 8:30 European session Friday morning, we got another wick low, and the top level was still there. Very nice. Okay, we bounced, and it was a bounce for ants. And then what we had above us were certain top levels just above us. And what my preference would have been, and this is the kind of way I play it, was, and it was a Friday afternoon, was I'd have loved to come a little bit higher, take out all these longs, maybe even those from back there, okay? Hit supply again, and then absolutely ram it down. That wasn't to be. We just didn't get that. We got a weak bounce, and it started to rotate down, okay? I actually just let this just stop me out. I just let it stop me out. I was like, right, okay, last Friday, I'm away from desk a little bit. I'm just going to let it stop me out. And we plummeted down here. In hindsight, This was not much of a move, really. It wasn't. I mean, it's 6%. I mean, it's good, especially if you're trading with size. It's very good. But just bear in mind, we've fucking retraced this full move now, and we're back up here taking these late shorts out. So yeah, I was of the frame of mind of, right, okay, stop me out then. I'm not that fussed, okay. And obviously that was your next level, which was 50k. We've bounced because you had mega bid. All right, so that's where we've come from, and we started to hit 800 million depth there straight away. Okay, and that was 10 p.m. my time, so end of the US session on a Friday. If I was short from any way, shape or form, higher up or even around here, if I caught that, if it looked really, really aggressive, which I didn't think it did, I'd be of the frame of mind, yeah, I'd want to take at least a certain amount of profit, if not full profit, on a Friday evening. I think I mentioned that in the last live. A Friday evening, you know, because then you've just got this weekend price action, which is absolutely just fucking crab city, isn't it? Okay. It was nice to see yesterday this level come in, but it's not much. It's gone now. All right. So what are we seeing now then? What band are you using for OB depth overlay? Yo, Gabriel. Did I pronounce that right, Gabriel? Basically, my spot OBD is 60 ratio and over. Okay. And then my perps ratios are 30 and over. So perps ratio there, you can just see it there. I was watching this yesterday. It was a bit concerning that, because when you see perps selling from one of the biggest exchanges we've got, that you look at, yeah, I was a little bit concerned. I was like, ah, shit, here we go. But we produced nothing and we just ended up floating up. So I have it at 30 ratios, as you can see there, 38, so showing the bands there. 30 and over on perps and 60 on over on spot. Some people have it a little bit different. Some people have 20 on the overlays, 50, so they can just see when that bid is starting to come in. Nelson, yo, how's it going? Thoughts on Q4? You know what? If I don't want to sound like everyone else. I think how do I put this? I don't want to do my usual thing and say I don't care. Because I don't. But the higher time frame for me is always very similar. Like probably a lot of us, I'd like crypto to keep going up because we are all invested or investors. Okay, so you know you're all here on watching me look at the order flow for. I mean, and especially on these live sessions, we're looking at lower time frame kind of day trading type things, aren't we? Higher time frame, I'd like to see us moving up. I just think there's a lot going on at the minute. I think this past few weeks and even month or so since the halving has been a bit shit. Q4, Q3, Q4. I don't know. I can't predict that far ahead. I really can't. The way I'm playing it is if we run any lows again and we've got big bid depth. Okay, you've got big depth. Liquidity King chart is saying everything's nuked, open interest nuked on a daily Liquidity King chart. I will get in long positions with as much size as I am comfortable with. Okay, with the thought of that could be a swing long position. I don't think that is this here. Okay, I don't think that's a bottom. I don't think that's a bottom, to be honest. 52. You know, after we hit those 48s and stuff, it was, you know, the other week we got some good bounces initially, but the bears have been in control for weeks, haven't they? Okay, so yeah, after this, that's a 52. Oh, that one there we go. So 49, 48, whatever exchange you want might differ a little bit. Big reaction, big bounce, absolutely brilliant. Euphoria, absolute euphoria. We're going to 80k. No, you're fucking not. It's a deviation and we're going back down. This whole move is absolutely disgusting, isn't it? Absolutely disgusting. So expectations here are continuation down a little bit, really, to fill some more demand and some more liquidity, ideally. Then I think the best way to play it is, yeah, just get in with as much size as possible, as as comfortable as you are. And then if that becomes a swing trade, then away you go. Happy days, you're in. And I think that's the only way you can look at it. I know some people on the timelines have got ridiculous price targets to the lows. Some people have got ridiculous price targets to the highs. If you are trading this intraday at the minute, keep it in and out, day trades, and then you'll be a lot more comfortable. Okay, people who were short and then maybe didn't take a bit of profit here, in the 52s and wanted 50k, maybe they wanted 48k. You can tell on the timelines, this is what I was saying earlier, you can tell on the timelines people are so fucking salty, excuse my language, so salty that this has bounced back up on a Monday. How dare it bounce back up? But then at the same time, this rise back up here, it's definitely a slight change in market structure, and it's a good push. This is the best push up we've seen in weeks, to be honest. But now that we're up here, everyone's calling for 60k. Oh no, this is it now. It's 62k. Well, who gives a fuck? Just fucking trade it, and then just relax a little bit. That's kind of my thought process on this. Really, I don't think shorts in this area should be swing shorts, despite the fact I think we can go lower. But seeing this bid depth, we're already at, we already reached 800 million. If we can get a bit better than that with that liquidity and that open interest absolutely nuked as well, then that'd be really nice. And yeah, then I would play any lows, and I'm not putting a price target on, but I would play any lows as if it was a swing back up for Q4. Seasonality things. Yeah, I mean, September's normally a shit month, isn't it? Seasonality wise. So let's hope for a bit of that. Anyway, does that explain it a little bit? Summary? I don't care. I don't care. As long as in the next year, 2 years, we move up, which I still believe we will. I still believe we will. Larry Fink's not going anywhere. Halving's done. Supply shock. None of these big asset managers are particularly selling. I don't think. Am I wrong? You tell me. So yeah, I mean, that's the way I play it now, and I do play it longer term like that, and I think that's the way it should be. Spot holds, unless you're a really big whale playing in and out weekly or something like that. Spot holds long term. And of course, on these live sessions in a lot of the socials, we're talking lower time frame day trades, aren't we? And like Reef, is it up again? We'll go check it out in a second. We'll go check Reef out in a second. Yeah. So what we at? 56.8 on BTC. ETH is following because it's an absolute sack of shit. Who's trading this anyway? Soy Boy Sol actually bouncing quite well. I've actually got a level there similar to BTC, and that held it quite well. Classic TA. We all have a little bit of classic TA, don't we? Yeah, Sol holding quite well. Don't really like the I don't like these wicks, to be honest. And then the rotation. And Sol has got no follow through bid. Let me have a look at spot. Yeah, I mean, Sol was really nice there. If anyone caught that, that was 10 p.m. on a Friday night. I was having a gin and tonic, so I wouldn't have been looking at the charts whatsoever. But yeah, that was quite nice. At the same time, BTC and ETH were kind of trying to put in that wick bottom. So Sol looked nice there, but really there's been not a lot of activity on Sol whatsoever, to be honest. So yeah, let's see. Again, I mean, let's see what we get. Let's say we'll watch this for a while, and then we'll pull a little summary if we can gather together as we look at the charts together. We'll gather together and see if we can pull a little bit of a summary. Right? Do I need to go and check Reef out? 28%. Yeah, I think it was similar earlier. Absolute fucking beast. I don't know what's. I mean, have they got anything going on? I think it was last week I tried a short on it last week and got rewarded very quickly, and then suddenly, and then I did get stopped out. I do have to say. And even some of these, this is obviously Binance Perps. We don't have the spot data from Binance. I think did they delist it maybe? But yeah, Reef, yeah, so aggregated supply, get a reward. But you wouldn't be a happy bearer or a happy shorter, would you? I mean, look at this shit. Oh yeah, I shorted Reef and I got 7%. And then you'll have someone else in your same timeline or Twitter feed going, oh yeah, well I just longed it and got 42%, so fuck you. or more, look at this. Oh God. You know, it's one of those you look at in hindsight and go, oh, fucking hellfire. It's one of these you look at in hindsight and go, yeah, I should just long resistance. Just long resistance. Not the kind of trade I like, to be honest. But yeah, right, give us a shout if I need to give us a shout if I need to look at any other alts or anything. I do have to say I'm not looking at too many, to be honest. What is my favourite Popcat doing? Oh, it's going negative. Don't do it. It's got loads of room. Yeah, that's fine. Absolutely loads of room. Bounce. Yeah, I'm not in the, if I wasn't in this already, sometimes when you see perps levels like this, I'd rather see that on spot. You'll have heard me say that before, but yeah, I just want to see if the US session now, so US is open, everyone's awake over there, they'll throw in a little bit volume into the market, and all it does is provide us with a bit more data when the US guys wake up, okay? That's all it is. Who gives a flying fuck about the ringing of the Wall Street bell? They just provide us with more data in the US hours. Asian hours are good, US hours are good, Euro port hours, and I'm from Europe, I'm from UK, are shit because we don't put in the volume to throw the market around. It's very, very rare. So yeah, I'd like to see that up a little bit. Rune's been a bit weak, actually. I do like Rune, but it has been weak and it's in a little bit of a supply zone now. Other coins that are hitting supply zones, are there? Okay, spot supply. I don't know what Perps is doing. Better if you get spot confluence and Perps confluence as well. But yeah, are they hitting a bit of supply? Give me a shout if you've seen any other coins. See that are hitting supply. What else have we got? Is anything up? Is anything else doing really, really mad things? I mean, what's FET doing? I mean, yesterday and Sunday evening was the long, really. Early morning yesterday was the long. And so for me, when you kind of get that, I'll just go back to Bitcoin for a second. When you kind of get that, I didn't play Bitcoin Sunday or Monday, actually. But my sentiment is, as always, that if I believe Bitcoin's going to hold its water, as in not piss itself, if he can hold his water and at least just rise up a little bit, then I'm sometimes quite happy to play the altcoins. Okay, so you know, as I've shown you, a few alts that I was looking at that were holding nice. Okay, they were in demand zones. Happy to play those. Why do I sometimes play those? I sometimes play those because if Bitcoin does 3%, then they're more than likely gonna do 5, 6, 7%. You know, okay, so that's the way I play those. And also right here, so Bitcoin was coming from really sideways weekend action, but I didn't, although I was looking for it to hold these levels, okay, weekly open, holding it, sellers doing a shit job, right, bounce it, okay, so I'm kind of like long from some altcoins back here, and I'm watching BTC here, okay, I'm watching BTC. Is it going to hold that level? Are the sellers doing a good job? No, the sellers are not doing a good job, right, okay, I'm going to hold my longs, and we'll just see what we get, you know. So really good day yesterday. But yeah, so let's see what we get. I don't think I did look through the market earlier, and I've said this in a couple of weeks. There's not a lot of all. Is the hat staying on? With yeah, the WIF perps chart is not that good. I would keep an eye on the spot chart. The spot chart on WIF tends to be quite good, and it will guide you in the right direction, okay? But I've not had a WIF trade for a couple of weeks, even though it's moved very, very well here. With and I would advise with some of these low liquidity altcoins, the closer you can get to the order blocks, the better, really. Wasn't watching that at the time. I don't know if this entity filled. It was a spot trade. Can't see it in the trades panel. Okay, but yeah, WIF's all right. Let's have a look. Let's go through all the top coins, shall we? Shall we have a look at some of the top player coins? That means Pepe and all the others. We've got, obviously the guys have updated the markets now, so you've got a few more in here as well. It was nice to see Popcat coming. Not much edge in Popcat on. I wouldn't take this as much edge, to be honest. It looks all right. It does look all right, but you can, on the perps markets, you can really stretch these zones out. Really stretch these zones out. As I say, I do prefer to see that on a spot chart. Okay, Pepe has, if you are long any of these coins, it's these kind of days on a Tuesday, so you maybe got some risk exposure, you maybe caught some longs from Monday or Sunday night's lows. Now is almost a bit of a preparation time. Okay, do I want to take profit in here? Do I think BTC is just going to straight rotate down? If not, just eyeball some levels above, you know. Okay, it don't mean you're going to reach these levels like on Pepe right now in one clip. There's certainly no follow through bid on Pepe, we can see there from the aggregated OBD. But yeah, okay, so any other shit coins we need to look at? The new financial industry that is crypto, with Popcat, Dog with Hat, Pepe, and the rest. But in saying that, what is the lizard coin XRP doing? Not a lot. It's been at this price level for the last 6 months. Any others I need to look at? Oh, I think Uni was hitting a supply zone a little bit higher, or it was yesterday. There. Didn't quite reach up to those top levels. Let's have a look. Let's go through a few. Had any alerts? Sushi, perps alerts. I'm not on Rune. Alt diamonds keep going off. So yeah, I want to see if I'm gonna. I'm keeping an eye on Rune because it does perform well, but I want to see more spot bid on Rune. That is all I would say. Right, couple of the old school boys and girls. Then let's go now. What's Matic? Is Matic still? Isn't Matic getting rebranded? I think. Is Matic getting rebranded? I think to something else. Let's have a look through some of these. Mute. Yeah, I've got a few new. What's the other one I quite like as well? Turbo. Only the perps market then at Qcoin and that, but yeah, Turbo, another quite nice one I do like, and I don't think we've got it yet, but another nice meme I like is Silly. We ain't got it yet. I shall have to put in a request. I'm not sure if it's on Binance just yet though. What's Charlie Boy's coin doing? Not a lot. I was going to go and have a look at Link, wasn't I? Let me have a look at Stinky Link Marines. Absolute dog shit. Hit a supply zone. It's coming back down now. It's a shame that, because Link had a great year last year, didn't it? Really good start for Link last year. LTC, after it scammed us out of our shorts last week. Shorts, failure, boom, and then back down. It's been pretty much down only since then, to be honest. So you could have taken that as a bit of a deviation, but it's a very slow mover. You know, you want a reaction. You want a reaction when you get into these kind of trades. I saw Luna move up actually earlier on. Yeah, 9%. I'm not sure why it's still going. I think we do have the original Luna in here as well. Why is it still going? I mean, I guess the perps market's still going, so they can make a few dollars off fees and stuff, isn't it? But there's no, is the community taking over Luna? Is it a community takeover? God, what a load of shit. Right, a couple more then. Let's have a look. Jup, I do like Jup, and I like Ray as well. And obviously, if Sol can have a little bit of a comeback, then those they're going to do all right as well, aren't they? Internet Computer. Let's have a look at that. Oh, Internet Computer. They sometimes get some nice bid, and it gets nice reactions off the bid as well. No major top level there, but can be quite nice. Yeah, right. So Bitcoin coming down. Let's have a look, see if it wants to hold this 4-hour level here. Would never trade that unless I see some demand on it. No follow through demand right here, right now. But obviously on a 5-minute chart. So yeah, we'll just watch that for a bit and see what happens. Give me your thoughts. Maybe that was it. Maybe that was your wick high, and that's it. And we start to get some rotations down. As you can see there, aggregated bid, not much. 180 to 200 million. Not a lot to say. If we just fall down here, I'm not one for chasing it. Not one for chasing it at all. ETH and Sol will do the same, just to a little bit more extreme, to be honest. Maybe not even that. It's interesting, actually. Yeah, Perp's coming in there on Sol at 130 level. They seem to want to hold it there, but yeah, really nothing to say on Sol there. Yeah, wicking a little bit already. This is the trouble when you're chasing. Let's go and have a look at that OBC. This is the trouble if you're chasing shorts down, is especially on the larger assets. What they'll do is they'll come down like this, then you'll just find you get caught in some wick space. It's the classic shorter mentality. Right, let me go to a 1 day. As I said, not much wick space until you get lower here, under 56 really, quite a distance away. 12 hour. Biggest order block is 56, so yeah, you could wick just under there. So you got a bit of non-activity in the OBC there on the OBC widget. So you could wick under 56k, and then I'd maybe look for a reaction up if you don't hold right here, right now. And that is just near that 4 hour level that we've held so far. But yeah, I mean, I would still look for a bounce here. It's the way it always is. Let it fall if you're not in already, or wait for a bounce for a better risk reward. Okay. Yeah, 12 hour OBC. Yeah, you'd have to wick under 56 to the top side there. To the top side. Let me go to a little bit of a higher time frame, because we've already, what did we tap there? 57, just tickled under 58, didn't we? So now, yeah, you've got those gaps there, but they've already been tapped, so you could get there again. Then really, 1 day is not showing us a lot. Still got a gap under 57.7 on the OBC, and these just create a bit of wick space because it's absolute non-activity in the books. But then if you go to a 4 day, this is interesting. Okay, so a 4 day, so we're including the weekend here. If we get a rise up, and we'll look at the downside as well, if we do get a rise up, we've already hit this zone. We've already hit this zone here in the 57s, okay, and it's just filling with a few more offers now. This is the area I'd be interested in, just over 58, ideally, just anywhere over 58, and then we start to concentrate. Time to pay attention. If we get a rotation up today in the next few hours, 58, that's where I'm looking for the risk reward. That's where I start to concentrate. Okay, and that's going to be your zone, I would say. To the downside here on higher time frame, 4 day OBC. Your biggest wick space are still going to come under 56. So if we do tickle under this area into the 55, and this is it. So you imagine, say you drop now, and this is what can happen. This is why it's really, really good tool, the OBC, just to eyeball levels, okay? So these are resting limit bids at the bottom, resting limit offers, okay? Now, what happens is, when you get these gaps here, you see where there's no numbers? And I know most of you guys know this, but just quickly for anyone that is new, when you get these gaps, it's basically in a bad liquidity area. There's no liquidity, as in there's no orders, resting orders in the books, limits, okay, limit orders. Now, of course, what can happen is market orders can come in and just go, yep, fuck you, I'm starting to bid this. Or market orders start to come in and go, yeah, I'm just going to start to sell this. And of course, we have positionings opening and closing, don't we? You know, stop sell limits and stop buy limits or whatever. Okay, but it's worth keeping an eye on these levels, yeah. Because say you start to just rotate down now, and say you are a short chaser, okay, a bit of a noob, and you start chasing this down, going, yeah, we're going to 48k because someone on Twitter said. Well, what I would be eyeing is, right, okay, well, just watch out for these zones then, because if you just come down to 55.7, you start chasing that short, this zone, if it doesn't fill up with any orders, can wick back up, okay? So you're instantly underwater. So that's another area to keep an eye on. That's why I just like to eyeball them on higher time frames, or on a 4 day there, okay? And then as we progress to those areas, you just watch for a reaction. All right, guys. Look, who's got any questions, or is everyone shy? Is everybody shy today? Are you in any trades? Are you winning, son? Are you winning, son? Let me go check my pop cap. I've already taken a bit of profit, and my stop is uber tight on this one, despite the fact that on Teal Street, and I might have to check settings, Teal Street doesn't show me my stop for some reason. I have to go on the Blofin website. Link below if you need some exchange action. Grab yourself a bonus. Yeah, looking for PopCap for another pop out of PopCap. See if we can go fill some of this wick space in the next coming hours. What else are we looking at? Yeah, not a lot else to see really. That's kind of the plan on Bitcoin. If all of you guys are being a little bit shy today, should we summarize and enjoy our day? One thing to say is, what time is it? DK will be live on the TRDR Discord, so go jump in there. All right, guys. DK is one of a couple of founders of the TRDR console that we are in. He's the absolute master. Anything I show you on here, I have learned from those guys. My templates are stolen from them, and I just adapted them and saved them as my own. But it is all from them. Okay, so DK will be on the Discord live now. I'm probably going to jump in myself. All right, guys. So summary. I'm not chasing shorts. I want it to rise up if we can. If it just falls down, absolutely fine. I'll maybe go a little bit risk off and take some more profit off those alt trades I've already got on, and I will look for a bid lower. Okay, where that comes, I do not know. But the best risk reward short is going to come with rising a little bit higher, with the volume bearish divergences and hitting a little bit more supply. Okay, so you've already got some offers waiting up here. Nothing too aggressive, but there are offers waiting above. And just bear in mind that it's the same situation as last week. There's really been, apart from the fact this has been a nice run up, there's been no change. We're still seeing the supply levels above on BTC, on ETH, on Sol, on Aave, probably many more coins as well. Okay, so price looks like it's having a little bit of a structure change. But if we rise up here, I'm still willing to lean in to some short positions. All right, guys. So look, I hope everyone has a brilliant week. I think we're in for another good week of trading. It's been brilliant trade. Last week was brilliant trading. I was a bit gutted I didn't catch that whipsaw short down on Friday, but it was been a brilliant week trading. I think the order flows and everything have been great. Why has it been great? Because we've got more participants. Okay, the Wall Street Burger boys are back from the Hamptons. They've had the vacation. Everyone's coming back off vacation. You've got more participants in the market. What does that give us? The more participants in the market gives us more data. Okay, it feeds us. We're like demons of data. Feed us data, and that's all we go to. No sentiment. We look at sentiment as in what's everyone thinking. Okay. But we are data demons, okay, and we let the data lead us. So it's nice to see we've got some really nice order flow in the market at the minute. I think it's going to be another great week. And yeah, to highlight Nelson's point, what are your view? I think we're in for some really good trading. Which way? I don't know. All right, guys. Right, I'll do another live session it'll either be Thursday or Friday morning. It depends what happens on those trading days. Friday mornings have been quite good to summarise the week and what we're looking for going into the weekend and possibly Monday, so we might do that. All right, guys, so grab a link from below if you're new. Jump in the academy if you've been struggling a little bit. We've got some really good feedback in the academy. I've had some good DMs off the guys in there, really good stuff. So yeah, hope everyone has a good week. All right, guys, and jump in the Discord. DK will be on there. Okay, go and grab some alpha from DK, and we'll speak soon. Cheers, guys.